The evolution of the way the consumer experiences and tastes fish has been amazing because one, most of the comfort level of eating fish has been in a restaurant, and it's been in limited types of species. And obviously, salmon has been the predominant, and shrimp. And but what we've seen in Whole Foods is one, a big awareness around sustainability, and a big awareness around varieties of fish other than the traditional local fish that they can find. So people, because they're traveling more, they're going out to eat to more, and as the restaurant culture has improved, the palate and interest and acceptance of unique fish has changed. And so the idea of bringing fish home that you would eat raw has changed dramatically. We've seen an increase, demand for that over the last 10 years. I also think people are asking more questions about where it's from. Is it farm raised? Is it wild? And if it's farm raised, what are the standards? If it's wild, what's the certification that's being done? People have a very big awareness around that. So that's been one of the biggest changes. And then the idea of knowing how to cook it differently. So the significant increase in cookbooks and restaurant cooking classes has really shown the consumer today, I can actually cook different types of fish at home. I brought the fish out, and the one that the go-to fish that is where they bleed it out in that very special manner. The seafood guys immediately knew that. They immediately saw that, and they're like, I can tell that that's being done in that manner. And so that is in my mind sort of an example of the highest expectation and quality around sending over fillets of fish that are frozen or fresh. And the fishmongers, or the fish experts that I work with, all immediately know that, from visual recognition. Immediately could tell that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Because I thought I was going to tell them something really cool, and explain this to them. No, Steve, the one guy I've known for like 25 years. He's like, they're doing he explained it to me. Like, these guys are super knowledgeable about that. But that to me is sort of like, when you do that process, there's an acknowledgement of the highest quality, the integrity of the flesh and the taste profile that's expected. And to me, that's a very important and unique thing to bring to the market. We had a great opportunity to have samples of this fish come in to Washington, D.C., which we then I was able to bring to the top buyers at Whole Foods Market, since they're the best fishmongers that I know. And we came in the morning and basically laid out all the fish and studied it very carefully to understand what we had and what quality it was and how could we use it and what the possibilities would be for us to use, both if we were to bring it into the retail space or into some of the restaurants that we have. And so we did that, and then once we were done, we basically gathered a group and we did a whole cutting. And so we went through, and any of the whole fish we filleted and then cut and really studied it as well in terms of the quality, the texture, the eye appeal, and it was exceptional. It was some of the most exceptional fish we've ever seen. And it was really, everyone was very stunned at the quality. And so we really, and then of course we ate, we all tasted. And so we went through and did a series of tastings. We did all the whole fish cuttings, and then we went and did tastings of all the other products. So we had the frozen sashimi that came in, as well as all the baked fillets and the anchovies and all that little products. We all tasted all of them. It was exceptional. In terms of how this fits into the U.S. market, it's a unique situation because bringing fish in from Japan can be an expensive proposition. But there are ways to bring it in a manner in which the consumer is very comfortable with seeing it. And so with the rise of eating raw fish in restaurants and sushi and sashimi, we think that there's a very interesting way of bringing it in on a board, cut very nicely, laid out with some wasabi or yuzu or soy sauce, and having that frozen and in the case and sold in that manner. We think that there's a great opportunity